politics dressed as comedy. Who's outraged? Who's doubling down? The GGHOP is here to turn it all around with an ancient idea called having fun. Sounds a little scary, stick around, don't run. In the next 60 minutes, begging you to try. Open up your echo chamber and ditch your tribe. There's just one mission by which we're led to put a big fat smile upon your head. The song is almost done, time to stop the show. But there might be something left that you'd like to know. What's GGHOP mean? It's your right to ask. The guaranteed, genuine, honest to goodness 1 hour podcast. Good morning. It is Monday, February 19th, President's Day. You found the guaranteed, genuine, honest to goodness 1 hour podcast. That's a GGHOP. It's all sponsored by Wilson Farm Market. I think still sponsoring us. We'll put out that fabulous video today on Facebook, and we'll test the relationship together.
That's right.
And Wednesday, we might just be unsponsored.
It might be a relationship complicated.
Yeah, I might not be able to talk about it due to the impending court case that's coming. That could happen. That could happen. So also my co-hosts here are Karen Haynes.
Morning.
And James Swinford as well. He
morning.
is here. We are broadcasting live from the tap room of the Frankfurt Beer Works.
Frankfurt Beer Works.
In the heart of the Christian Ridge Historic District. So Karen, did you have a good weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you do anything exciting? Anything fun you want to share with the crowd?
We laid low, like hard. I think I took a couple naps.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was a nappy
just
weekend.
Really quiet.
Good.
Depressing weekend.
Depressing weekend.
Snowed in.
Great. You were snowed in.
There you go.
Were the kids around? Did they split?
No, they were around a little bit.
Okay.
I think one of them got a new something or other for their computer. So it's like a little groundhog pops his head up to go eat something and go back and go play. So
What the hell is that?
All
it's
right.
like I wanted to play whack-a-mole as soon as I saw him. Boom. My way of playing whack-a-mole is take out the trash,
Yeah.
put away the dishes.
Yes, that's your whack-a-mole.
That's my whack-a-mole.
Look at me, I'm playing my video games.
Was it plastic or something, or is it?
Yeah, is it an attachment with things that pop out, or is it a program on a computer?
So way back when my kids were little, there was this like plastic mat thing and had these little hard little mole hills,
Yes.
and then a little mole would pop up, and then you would slam it with a hammer. And
Okay.
that's called whack-a-mole.
Yeah.
You know, just
we
like
know
the
that.
game. Yeah.
Do it Chuck E. Cheese or the
Yeah,
yeah,
Dave and
exactly.
Buster's. Yeah.
So my version is as soon as my kid pops his head out of the room, I have them do a chore.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So
Whack a kid.
She's thinking of whack mob style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
whack-a-mole mama style.
So this thing that they got though was like that. It's the game.
Yeah. Oh no. They've got some big thingy YouTube be all over. You know,
What is it, like a controller?
I think it's a Pokemon.
no, a game or
I think it's
something.
Charizard.
Yeah.
I'm
No, it's a
hip.
game. I got a computer and got new shit for it. What do you want?
We'll find out after the show, and we'll talk.
We'll ask the child. And figure
Yeah,
it
we'll
out.
actually interview. Maybe they'll come down during the show and show us what it is. But okay, so they were playing their new whack-a-mole game.
If he's up
And-
there listening, come down and explain this shit for us.
Yes,
Yeah,
please
figure it
help
out.
us.
Class down here.
But other than that, just chilling out.
Yeah.
Nothing exciting. That's
No.
okay. That's
No,
good
sorry.
because you're busy a lot of weekends.
I need to try and pump it up a little bit better, but
No.
you know,
It's okay to have a weekend off.
yeah.
Take it easy. How about you, James? Did you do
weekend
something
off.
fun and exciting?
Just chilling.
Just
It was-
chilling?
Yeah.
Same thing.
He's always chilling.
Well, he's always chilling.
I try.
So you guys look at me for exciting shit. Sorry. I let you
Sorry.
When your
down.
weekends are Thursday and Friday, and it's 10 degrees and snowing on one of them, you don't really got a whole lot of choices.
Not much to do.
Yeah.
Stay inside.
Ate a bunch of food.
Well, I bet you. Do you have a breakdown of yesterday's NBA All-Star game for us?
Didn't know it happened.
Okay.
Awesome.
No.
All right.
Oh yeah, you know.
I don't give a shit about basketball.
No,
forgot.
no, that's okay. I
I
don't.
wanted to see the screen. There's like the whole floor.
Oh,
is
they
like
do,
a-
crazy graphics or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know
It's
either.
like a giant iPad
Oh.
they play on.
Okay.
And
That's just what it looks like.
yeah, I mean huge. Like
And when you
you're
step on it,
an
does it
iPad.
affect the game? Like it changes something? Like
I don't know.
okay. I'm at.
It should have graphics. It should have all kinds of cool stuff. It's like state of the art.
It's like the SpongeBob version of it.
Oh, it's like
It's like-
SpongeBob
You
basketball.
know how they overlay stuff? on
Oh, like
everything?
Super Bowl. No,
Yeah.
I lived it.
Yeah.
It was 3/4 of it.
But yeah, on the actual court,
Okay.
and Indianapolis is one of the first to do it. So it'll always be known. that
The city of
Indianapolis
first,
pulled it
Indianapolis.
off.
That's right.
I think that's
Of course,
what
I
it
didn't
is.
sing any of it, but
Basketball
Called the
state.
city
I
of first.
heard.
Sure. Way too busy with whack-a-mole up there and
Yeah.
stuff going on.
All-Star games just suck.
Yeah. They
I
usually
think
don't- they don't
baseball's is
draw
still
very-
pretty good because it's kind of like, just go up here and hit this ball real far,
Well, they changed it too, right? So now when you play the Major League Baseball game, whatever team
No,
wins.
it
is-
used to be, and
Oh,
they got rid
they
of
don't-
it again.
They don't do that anymore.
No.
Oh, okay. All right. That's gone. Okay.
Yeah. I think it's just best record gets to home field like it used to
Oh,
be.
okay. All right.
Or they rotate.
Because for a long time, it was just they played it for fun.
Yeah.
Then they wanted to make something out of it. So if the national or American team won, then that team
They got home field for
got
the World
home field
Series.
advantage,
Yeah.
which I thought was kind of weird. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, because it's
A
a
group
little
of
not
people that aren't
fair.
even my team.
Yeah.
deciding stuff.
Because it
Yeah,
got to the
that's
point
tough.
where they were leaving pitchers in that shouldn't be in for more than like an inning.
There you go.
And,
It's
and it
gonna
wasn't
get-
on their team, like the manager who was managing, and that
Yeah.
guy wasn't on their team. Like, well, I'll wear his ass out so he don't have to pitch against me next week.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ripe for
Right over
trouble.
Karen's head.
Okay.
Let's go.
Well, and the basketball one, I haven't. I had a niece that went like Friday night, and it was
Like
some.
the skills challenge, and then they had
Yeah.
celebrity games.
It was celebrity and skill stuff
Yeah.
that night, and then Saturday, is the probably dunk and 3-point stuff.
because they did all the celebrity stuff at Lucas Oil
Okay,
in the big stadium,
and then the game is in.
and everything else was at 'cause
Okay.
I don't know what it's called now.
I think is it still Banker's Life? Maybe
Maybe
I don't
I
know.
just call it the
Something like that.
Field House.
the Field House. There you go. I still call it Market Square.
I still cut who
WWW. Let's see. My weekend.
I do remember when that was cornfields, but go ahead.
I have long ago. One long ago. This weekend for myself, my wife was going to a retreat with some teacher friends, a teacher party.
Fun
So it got pretty wild.
for her.
some
for
boggle.
you.
No, it was a good time. But it snowed a lot here in central Indiana on Friday, and it got gnarly. And she was texting me in the day like, "Oh, I'm starting to get a panic attack. I don't know if I want to drive down there." Like, you're leaving at 3:00. You're leaving before 5:00 a rush hour. You should be fine, whatever. Well, then I forgot that she had to actually go to like West Lafayette and then drive to like an airport and then drive across. And so like at 7:30, I get this call. And I'm like, "Hey there, haven't heard from you." She's like, "I just got here." She left at like 2, actually, not even 3. Like 5.5 hours on the road, like picking up these people from airports and other cities. And like,
Oh my god.
if I would have known that, I would have told you, yeah, don't do that. So, but she did it. I think she spun out once on like 69 or 74,
Just
but
once.
full of teachers, like, ah!
Just what she told you. Yeah, just what she told you.
with a capital ah,
Yes, with correct
really
grammar.
point.
She's already kind of a nervous Nancy driving when it's like dead
Oh,
regular, right?
Yeah, no kidding. This was not good. So she made it down there, but then I was telling Michael and some other people about my weekend. It was pretty wild and crazy. So my son is a type 1 diabetic, and he has needles, and evidently, and I help him with it, and we talk about it and all those type of things, but I don't. And he does his own shots and everything. He's got it down.
Yeah,
He's got it
physically
down.
has to, yeah.
But when it comes to like the ordering, the procurement of said products, like she kind of takes care of that part. So magically over this weekend we didn't have any needles.
You reuse needles.
No, God, no, not reusing. Now you sound like my son on Saturday. Maybe we could just save them and reuse them. Like, no, we can't.
No.
This is America. We don't keep using janky needles. So
That's when problems start.
I know. Like,
That's when economies start falling.
that's right. For God's
Just a little
sake.
rubbing alcohol, you'll be all right.
Dude, get
Sure.
yourself a new cup when you go up to the buffet and get a new needle. Don't keep eating off the same plate.
Take cups out of the trash to refill your drink. That sounds like
So he had extra needles at school that he was going to get from the nurse and just bring home. So there'd be plenty over the weekend, and we're going to get more over the weekend when she came back. Well, Friday, he doesn't let me know until after we play in the snow.
of course.
And I've already gone. I went and got everything so we wouldn't have to go anywhere.
He's like
It's
10,
snowy.
right? 10?
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't. Yeah.
Hey, accidentally forgot all the stuff at school.
Forgot everything. Yeah.
Like, there's no needles in this house. He's like, well, there's 3. I'm like, well, good. Now there's enough for 1, 2. Yeah. So I'll go get you some needles tomorrow and I'm good for the weekend. So I go to CVS. Then before I leave, I say, hey, he's got a glucose monitor over here. This that you maybe see on TV that people want you, if you plug it in, and then you don't have to do the finger test
all
every
the
time.
time, yeah.
It's just you look at a little thing like a cell phone. It tells you all the time what your blood sugar is. So it's great.
They've come a long way.
Yeah, and it's like in the past 5 years. So
Yeah.
really nice for people. And if you're a diabetic, you already know this. But so he's got it's time to change it. It lasts like 2 or 3 weeks at a time. And so the past week, it's all, now you're going to be ready to change this on Saturday when it goes bad? I'm like, I'll be able to follow the directions. He knows. I'm like, and I even suggest, I said, hey, do you just want to when we put it on right now before you leave and we'll just have it done? No, we'll wait. And I think you can do it. I'm like, I'll be fine. And I was not even worried about it. So I told my son, hey, Mom said we need to change that on Saturday. I'm going to go get the needles. While I'm gone, just get the package out and stuff like that. Come back, switch it up. You get your needles, jump in the shower, be good to go to the birthday party, right? So I come back. He's like, there's a bit of a problem. I'm like, what? He's like, they're in one of those here. So my person that takes care of all the stuff, there's no needles in the house for this diabetic. And there's this thing you've been ragging my shit for a week about, can I do it or not? And it's not even in the fucking house. So, yeah. But it's okay. We just did the regular blood checks, like with his fingers. It was fine, whatever. But the craziest part was, if you think that is crazy, the craziest part of my weekend was Friday night, okay? My son and I are sitting there. I say into the voice remote, free movies. I bring up the free movie options. There's over 10,000 options for free films, from comedy to horror to whatever.
Is this through like your home screen, like a Vizio, like
It's
a
like
watch
I
free
think
or
we have like maybe Xfinity or something, and I just do like a voice remote. And I just said free movies, and then put it like audience score. So just all these great movies. We could, again, over 10,000 selections. And again, this is the craziest part of the weekend.
Well, what you say is great movies, but go ahead.
Sure. Well, it's 10,000 free movies. They're not all great either. I'm just saying there's 10,000 selections for free films that we could have watched, and my son and I paid for and rented another Pauly Shore movie. That's how crazy the weekend was.
That's nice.
So now I've seen In the Army Now.
That's what I'm saying. Yes. I went and saw that at the movies with my dad. It's fantastic.
Now,
I got a scorpion on my back.
I was half asleep. So part of it is because I was tired. So it wasn't because the movie was bad. So I think I missed a few scenes, like one of those. But for the most part, it was okay. It wasn't as good as I like Son-in-Law.
No,
better.
Son-in-Law's way better.
Okay, all right, just check.
That's the Tommy boy of the group.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I've got it. All right. So
Yeah.
that was the big excitement over the weekend. Was
Awesome.
Rented a Pauly Shore movie.
It's great, too.
Again, 10,000 things to watch for free.
Hey, Pauly Shore
couldn't resist
appreciates
paying
it.
$3.99 for Pauly Shore.
Pauly Shore and Miramax appreciate it.
A lot of fun. Okay, so we also want to let you know, if you subscribe, follow, like us or something on all these things, you're entered in the giveaway.
You're
And
interwebs.
the giveaway, we're trying to give away the $100 gift certificate. That's Fry Pie February. Scott was here on Friday. That was a pretty good interview, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I mean, did I?
I really like
Yeah,
it.
just say, hey, Scott.
Liked him.
And that's it.
And that's it.
It's done.
He was
I love
on
it though. I love
It's
it.
the
Though.
easiest interview on earth.
Yeah.
So then, gone. Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, he's opinionated. He'll
He
let you
doesn't
know.
need filler. It's great.
I love it. He does let you know what he thinks of you, so that's cool. Glad to have him along. And again, hopefully still sponsoring on Wednesday. Okay, so that's the giveaway. We want to start today with what we talked about our weekends. Done. But the next thing, we were practiced over the summer before we even started the show. So we did like news stories and things, and we sat right in here, and some of it we recorded, some we didn't. But there was one that we recorded and we used for a promo. But the promo was only for people who were going to be like future possible advertisers. I wanted to show it to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it didn't have the original theme song. It had a different song. The graphics were a
Oh,
bit
yeah,
different. Okay. But
It was
in-
our pilot.
yeah. Think of like that. And this was what I was going to take to people to sponsor. And so,
Before the pilot.
yeah. So, but we didn't get a chance to do that show for people. But I'm bringing it up because during that pilot episode, we had a story, which I'll remind you of here, that there's a, excuse me, I don't know what the heck that even was.
It's the Coke.
Oh my God, it's the liver spots. I don't know, something. I'm feeling like Pauly Shore. I feel old today. I'm actually growing a beard too.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to do it. I'll shave it in like July.
Yeah, just as
Working
long as
on
I
it.
don't have to do it.
I'm also doing the hair up. I'm going to keep the hair up and do that kind of thing. I'll let you shave it later in July. So, anytime I need cuts now, I just look at you and get it done.
Supercuts, Karen.
So,
Feel free to sponsor.
we talked about it, and this was a person who was trying to started their own board game. They're from South Bend. Okay. I think they're an IU graduate as well. But she had an idea for a board game that you would play, and it was called Nosh. And the idea of this game, it's a charcuterie board. Do you know what a charcuterie board is? I bet you do.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Charcuterie board is like meats and
Like a-
cheeses,
Fancy
right?
Like a
Meats and
cribbage board.
cheeses.
You just like hop your pegs.
Yeah. Oh, this game. Yeah. So this game is a charcuterie board, but that's how you play the game. But you're supposed to bring snacks that you like, and you bring snacks you like, and I bring and then those are the game pieces that we use. But I thought it was kind of weird because
The blocks would have to be like this big so a whole piece of chicken could fit on it.
It's just, my fried chicken
Wilson's
keeps
prop.
ruining the
It's
board.
gonna be like the old giant Scrabble things that
Yeah.
they had back in the 80s. Like the tiles are this big and stuff. Yeah.
So it's a lot smaller. So I think you have to bring small, tiny bits of food. But just I thought it's weird
Little
that you're
wings.
playing with food.
Chicken wings.
You're touching it.
Oh, yeah.
That's all. And then other people are touching. It's kind of weird. So her name is Calla Norman.
Kind of
Okay, again, Nosh is the game. There was a short video that went with it,
Yeah.
and they sat around and played. And so the idea is, well, okay, so you've got food, you've got your food on a board, but what's the object of what are you doing?
Right.
So the object is you're just going around the board and trying to get, I think, to the center. And really, it's just like a get to know you game. It's like an icebreaker game.
Oh.
So one of the questions that they read in the short video was someone pulled a card and it said, when you go into a gas station, where's the first place that you go inside the store? Are you a person that goes to the bathroom first? Do you get drinks? Do you get snacks? Do you get candy?
Or do you stand
Lotto
straight
tickets?
in line and buy your?
You just
Yeah.
go to the register and buy stuff and leave. So it's just that type of thing. And based on that answer, you move your piece of sausage or cheese or whatever around the board. Okay.
Your weenie.
Your weenie. Could be your weenie around the board, you sicko. It could be your Papa mole or whatever it is up there. So so that was the idea. And so she was trying to get it out there, and it was by October 9th, she needed $15,000. Okay. And then I guess Kickstarter or something, then these people, you get this money and they fund you and you're good to go.
And you make your thing.
And that's kind of where we left it. So I wanted to do an update
Okay.
because this person made it. They made it.
Nice.
So this person actually raised $15,709 from 176 people. Okay. And she even let it know that she is, and I won't read it all, but there's updates right now from Calla Norman, that's her name, that they're getting the boards printed at Notre Dame, an innovation lab. So they're just putting them in a thing and they're burning them through there because I think they're wooden. They're not like,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, are they making them out of like cutting boards?
I think so. I mean, I think that they're not made out of just cardboard. I think
Yeah,
it's
Well,
You gotta
yeah,
be able to
it's
wipe
heavy.
it off.
You gotta be able,
when you
wash
slime
it.
your
Exactly. It's got
shrimp
whatever
through there.
slimy stuff you're bringing in. So it was right before the holidays, and she still had a few left and still making them. So the game made it. But what we did for fun is I told you that I got a hold of her, and I got a few of the questions
Yes.
that are in the game Nosh that were the pre-questions. A lot of times you have like a beta version of a game that you test out with people and do things. And so
Yeah.
I think these were a lot of the beta questions. Okay. And they're so early and so beta, and you may not be able to see it on the camera, but I mean, it just says food game on here. I mean, and that's her writing. That's not my writing. So she sent these to me because we're good friends. And she's like, Bill, go ahead and read those. But so very excited. So local Hoosier gets a game. But now something I will say before we start.
She writes like shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jeez, her handwriting's terrible.
Not nice. Not
No, she came up with this game, and it's called Nosh, Nosh. But I think you can also spell it Gnosh. I thought it had like a silent G.
I like a
you-
silent G too.
Okay, yeah. You wish I was more silent.
Nosh, one of those ones that has like the two little dots above the
Some
O or
umlauts.
something. Yeah,
yeah,
something
some
like
sort of
that.
German Nosh. But so it's Nosh for Nosh, like to eat, to snack. But then when I was looking this up to see if we could do this, if she got the game, what was going on, there was a game put out in like 1998 called Nosh. But in this one, you go around the board and you try to get all the food. And so I wonder, that must not have been a big deal. It's just weird if you have a game, hey, I made up a game too. It's called Monopoly.
Monopoly.
Check it out. Mine's called, it's a game of life.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if there'd be a trademark problem if you name your game, but maybe you can name games exactly after other games. So
No idea.
I don't know. So let's get to the fun and quit talking about, lawyer stuff. Ready?
So what would be your
Yeah, what would be your
trademark on
piece?
board?
What would your food? You bring a chunk of chicken?
No, if you want something that's like snack related.
What would it be? What would it be?
Oh no, I don't snack a lot.
Fucking pick
Let
something.
him think. What are you bringing?
Like a 20 milligram weed gumdrop.
There you go.
There we go.
Ooh.
Okay, so
That's nice.
he's bringing CBD or THC active gummies
Yep.
to the game. What would your game pieces be?
Shot of Goldschlager.
Shot of gold. Oh my God, Goldschlager. God, I've got a story about Goldschlager. Oh man.
Nothing like fucking gold spray paint and alcohol.
Oh, I was gonna say,
Jesus.
and gold flecked vomit.
Yeah.
In my case, it was gold flecked vomit. I was doing the Running Man out in the street in sub-zero temperatures. Dude, it's crazy.
You was Frank the tanking it out there?
Oh yeah, I mean, it was just last week. It was crazy last week. So this is
Yeah.
food
What's your
game.
food?
NBA,
Oh yeah.
NBA All-Star game. Kind of crazy.
It's
Is
been
it a
a
little
wild
like one of
weekend.
those mini wieners?
Famine.
Little teeny
Let's
tiny
see.
things?
Slim Jims would be pretty good though.
What would my piece be? I know. You know what? One of my favorite candies from Wilson Farm Market, currently still our sponsor, is French burnt peanuts. Is that what they're called?
Oh,
Oh yeah, they're gonna, yeah,
They look like they look like something spiky that you'd never put near a mouth.
yeah.
You eat them. They got the candy red stuff on the peanuts. Yeah, like that.
okay.
So that'd be mine.
Gotcha.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So these are just questions. So again, like the one from the game is where do you go? They're just get to icebreaker type questions. So here's one for you. Let's see what your question would be.
Would you like to be a pepper too?
Yep, she wrote these. And so I think what she's getting at is that Dr. Pepper's tagline used to be, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? See, there are questions.
Yeah.
Is what they are.
Would you like to be? Yeah.
I was a
Wouldn't
pepper
you
when
like
that
to
was-
be a pepper too?
I was drinking all kinds of Dr. Pepper while that commercial was on TV.
You like Dr. Pepper as a kid?
No, I did. Yeah, when that was a thing. Yeah.
Yeah. That reminds me of the movie Short Circuit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Need more input.
Yes, and then he escapes, and they're trying to find him at the very beginning, and they're
Johnny
looking at the
Five knows
computer.
this symbol.
He rides right up to one of the machines,
Yeah.
and then he's reading it, and then it comes across, and they're sitting there. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper, too? Yeah. So, I think that's where she got it from. I don't know. I didn't write them. Here you go. Here's a question for you.
Hopefully, I can read it.
Let's hope so.
Why did you feel you needed to bring weak ass shit like knockoff M&Ms? Those do suck.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
Let's do
awful.
stuff.
That'd be a good question for this game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When people buy the
Well, sometimes you remember back,
chocolate flavored candy.
like they do like the fundraiser things, and they give you the big cheap box of plain chocolate something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the way those were,
Chocolate's made somewhere.
right?
Yeah.
Saccharies.
Good question. Oh, did you say that?
They make good chocolates.
Yes. If you don't
Some
live
of
around
them.
here, they're high quality. They're like expensive. All right. Callie's got some. I can see why these are the beta questions. This one says, just how many of you have mounted my wife?
That would. Oh wait.
That'd be a fun
Sorry.
question.
Yeah. What's her name?
Oh, that's Karen.
Gotta know what her name is. First.
Karen. Karen.
Well, you only turn 50 once.
That's right. Have a few drinks, turn off the lights. It all feels the same, doesn't it?
Snuggle.
She pick up the
Snuggle
ladies
in
and
there.
us.
Pet.
Pet and
Sniff.
snuggle, sniff. Man, you are fired up. I saw, hey, did
That's
you
on
ever,
the Joe Biden election sign.
I was going to say, I didn't want to get political, but you're getting very Joe Biden over there. Did you ever see a movie called Cuties?
No.
Okay, because one of the 10,000 selections was a movie called Cuties, and it was,
Are they like weird puppety things?
oh no, it's from
Okay.
like 1981, and it's about two young, one is Tatum,
Chatham? Chewdom?
no, it's a
Chi-Chi?
girl, Tatum O'Neal.
Oh.
Okay, and so she's she's like 81, and then it's about these young girls in school or whatever that are hip and cool, and the other one is Christy McNichol. It was
Maybe
Christy,
I did see it.
Christy
Is it a
McNichol
camp?
and Tatum O'Neal.
Are they at a camp?
I think they might be.
I think I did see it.
Oh, there we go. I knew it. As soon as I saw that, I'm like, God, there's a Christy McNichol movie I got to tell you about. Go see Cuties. You probably already did.
That's your
I
Friday.
think I did.
In 81.
That's
See?
your
No, I thought you said like cute, like a Q word, not not
okay.
a C word.
Cuties.
Oh
yes.
yeah,
like the
So
girls.
Been there.
Okay, you saw it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to check it out. See what got you down this path of
muff munch.
you beat my of muff munch. Go, Karen. All right, another question. What we got here?
We're corrupt. I'm not sure if we're corrupted her or we're just breaking all the pieces off so she can start saying some terrible shit. It's great.
Yeah, I think she's finally.
great.
We'll be coming out with July.
Yeah. Should some of us be wearing gloves? Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That would be a great question for that game. Should some of us be wearing gloves?
Yeah, especially
Everyone-
the
Because
ones
everyone's touching your food, man.
with
everyone
the
in-
leprous spots and the fingernails really long and the dirt and boogers underneath your nails.
Everyone in India.
Good Lord. Yes, definitely the Indian game. As I told you, they're not big on the toilet paper. Wiping with their fingers. What'd you say? Dirt and boogers under fingernails. Who are you playing with?
Not just fucking kids, man.
I guess so. Oh, Lord.
Has your afterbirth game piece been kept at non-perishable temperatures?
There we go. That's a good question
No, the
anytime.
next question is, what temperature is that?
What is a good temperature for keeping afterbirth safe, Karen? What do you, when you had your children, you kept them for later ingestion.
You don't freeze it.
No, but I did tell you the story that I actually took a placenta to school.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, tell us again. You probably told,
So
we
it
forget
was
the
Show and
story.
tell.
It was at
How old were you?
I was high school.
Oh, good. All right.
High school, and it was a home ec thing, home ec class, and I was like,
Yeah.
I know a labor and delivery nurse, and so I asked her. I said, "Is there any way you can get me a placenta?" And she brought it home in a bucket.
Of course
and
she
I
did.
took it to school
Like it was
For
fucking
sh-
chum or bait.
Whoa. Okay. Slow
for
down.
like show and tell.
It always,
I thought I lived in a fucking barn. That's hilarious.
Can you imagine walking out with someone's placenta?
well, wait a minute. You said it's a delivery nurse
Yeah.
for people.
Yes.
This was a human placenta she threw in a bucket
Yes.
for you?
Yes.
Okay.
I swear.
It was her or the raccoons. She was like,
How that
I'm either gonna
doesn't
throw this
break
out the
some
back
sort
window.
of HIPAA law or
Yeah.
something.
I think that was before HIPAA was developed.
Yeah, this is like the 70s, 80s.
What
Nobody
the
gave a shit.
fuck? Let me go get. So this lady got your placenta, threw it in a
She got
bucket,
me
gave it to you, and you took it into school.
I took it into school.
Did it reek? Did it
No.
stink like the high heaven?
No, but
Did anyone
I
touch
remember the home ec teacher was like, "Well, why don't you take that down to the nurse's station and have her put it in formaldehyde?" And I'm like, okay.
Yes. And here's the name of some people that you can talk to. That you need to sit down. That is
But, you
crazy.
know, you
Put it in
the
a
gloves
fucking
on, and she,
biohazard bag and
held
throw it
up,
away.
You know, just so we'd see what it looked like. It was.
What
I
high school did
can't
you go to
believe it
again?
either. Jefferson High School.
Jefferson High School, the day that Karen brought the
anybody
placenta
remember
in.
that?
As we celebrate
Wouldn't that be
President's Day,
hilarious?
Yes.
we reflect on Jefferson.
Good Lord. So you get a lot of dates after that, or
Terrible.
Did I
did you
get
get a lot of dates after that?
no?
Okay.
No, they put a period at
That
the end.
seems hard to
They
believe.
put a period at the statement. We think she's the weird girl. And then they just went boop and put
Yeah,
a
you
period at
think?
the end of that sentence.
I think your life was done then, man.
Yeah.
You became placenta girl. There's no way you weren't popular in school, right? There's no, way.
No,
Okay,
no,
good.
I wasn't.
There's no way.
No.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if anybody remembered me.
Holy shit.
Except for maybe
you
the
brought a
placenta
real
thing.
placenta in from a person
real
that got you
placenta.
one.
So when you mention afterbirth, I can relate.
Cool.
She's gonna start a shop with Karen's Cooter remnants.
Clitty litter on the shelf.
That's what. Yes.
You two are
That's the
sick.
word. That's the word I couldn't think of that she said
Clitty-litter.
the other day. I couldn't remember.
Oh,
Clitty litter.
It's clitoral. All right.
thank
Oh,
you.
But it's the no, I can't say that.
You can say anything
No.
you want.
She
But
said,
wait just a
wow.
moment,
Nope.
because
I
we're
already did
halfway through
enough.
the show,
I did
thankfully.
enough. I did enough.
Maybe these cars will carry us through. Sponsored by Wilson Farm Market. Delicious fry pies, cheese, and such. I went there Saturday, too, on the way home from our special birthday surprise.
fun.
From my niece's child. So that means it's mine. What's that to me, then?
Cousin,
It's my cousin?
I
My
don't
niece's
know.
child is my cousin?
nephew,
Okay.
great nephew.
I don't know.
Who
It's
gives
a
shit?
neat, great niece, maybe?
Oh, sorry.
Is that it?
Just call them by their
I-
name.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I
Her name's
would
Veronica. So on the way back, we stopped by Wilson Farm Market.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
What I get? Let's see. I got. I didn't get those peanut butter things that you said looked like your grandma made them, and then I ate them, and
That's
they
not
weren't
what
any
they
good.
were. Yeah, they weren't very good. but
I'm
we
just
want-
honest. He's honest. He was here. He's honest. He'd tell you if something tasted like shit. You would, and him.
Yeah.
So I can say that. Scott Wilson doesn't care. They didn't taste bad. It just would. They were more like a Butterfinger.
It was.
I thought they were
yeah,
going to be soft
I
and
thought
like
it was
a
gonna
peanut
be,
butter.
It was just because it's like when you bite into a cookie and you think it's chocolate chip and it's raisin oatmeal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not what you
Yeah.
thought. That's okay.
disappointment.
I got a half gallon of the Dandy Breeze chocolate milk, a small chocolate milk for myself. We got a few chicken tenders, biscuit for my son, double dip chocolate peanuts for my wife because she likes those,
That's
and a
so
couple
sweet.
red
Biscuit
velvet.
for my son sounds like a cool like album title.
Biscuit for my son.
My son.
A couple of red velvet cookies. They're really big and chocolatey, delicious. My wife likes those.
Oh,
Got
yeah.
a couple of those because we did Valentine's Day.
I
on
knew
Sunday.
they'd have some of those floating around about that.
Oh
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then a loaf of the pretzel bread, which I turned into garlic pretzel bread yesterday when I made homemade Alfredo and sauce for my wife for Valentine's Day.
Wow.
But say I do that stuff every day, so then it like doesn't count. It's like regular husbands could be like, "Hey, I made you some Egos and shit." Like, "Oh, he's so sweet. I love him. I folded 2 towels today, kind of. Oh, what would I do without you?" I cook and clean and make shit from scratch, so it's expected every day. So, Wilson Farm Market.
No tension there.
So, more to the food game here. Another good question for Nosh. Why do you think my hands won't stop itching? That's a great question.
Because you're Beavis.
What are these?
'Cause you're
What are these
a fine
flakes coming
guy.
off my fingers? Here you go. Try this one. There's a little icebreaker for you. I don't even know. Oh, here you go.
Oh, this is yours.
Well, no, it could be yours. Go ahead. I
Oh,
switched
this
it
is
up.
Yours. You're so
No,
good
go
at
ahead.
that.
You can read it. You're pretty good at pronunciation.
It's funny because she remembers the first time we did this and I don't. So it's
Oh, I
all
do
me.
too. So the same thing you're thinking is what I'm thinking. I'm like, oh, I had this one. I had that one. You had this one.
No, but you had this one and you did it so good.
You do it. So now you're doing it live in front of lots of people and you can screw it up. And go.
Betsy White, Estelle Getty, Bea Arthur, fight one, fuck one, marry one, kill one.
Give me that card, dude.
And I missed the first one because I couldn't say the name.
Betty White.
Do it.
Rue McClanahan, Betty White, Estelle Getty, B. Arthur. Fight one, fuck one, marry one, kill one, go.
Now, who's the
See?
first one? Is that Blanche?
Rue McClanahan is Blanche. That'd be the redheaded one, the whorish one.
Yeah.
The one that it's okay to have fantasies about.
No.
Because she's younger. Rue
Sure.
McClanahan. Then there's Betty White.
Love Betty
People
White.
love Betty White. She died, right? She's like
Yeah,
102
she passed
or
away.
she
No,
died
she
right
died right before she turned 100.
99.9 or whatever. That sucks. Then there's Estelle Getty. She's dead. She was the grandma, but put on makeup to seem older than she was. She
Yeah.
was really like 100 or whatever. But she's dead.
Stop or my mom will shoot.
Yes, that's it. And then B. Arthur. She's dead too. I'm pretty sure. She was Maud. She was the
And
she was the
then there's
ugly one.
Maud.
She was the sarcastic one, which was
Oh,
the
yeah.
great one. Yeah. Okay, here's one. Let's try to see if you can pronounce these.
Or we're not going to answer it.
What's that?
Oh.
Oh, sure. No, well, yeah, you're
We didn't
right.
even answer it.
We just have time. Okay, so here we go, James.
Because I
You
remember
got to fight one.
Because I remember how this started. Because I got on a whole tangent about this, right?
Okay, we need to take time with this. You're right. We're
Because I-
blasting past.
Yeah,
good
what
time.
was it? What was them again? Like,
Okay, so now you know all the people.
yeah.
Okay, now you need to fight one, fuck one, marry one of them, and kill one of them. So what are you gonna do with these Golden Girls?
Okay, I'm marrying Betty White
Gonna marry Betty White? Check.
because she's hot, was hot, still was
Still
hot.
hot,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Saint.
Yeah, 2 years in the ground, probably still pretty cute.
Little necro. It's cool. It's a little necro, buddy.
Fight one would have to be the oldest one.
Gonna fight B. Arthur, whoop her ass.
No.
Oh, sorry. No, it's Estelle Getty, the short
Estelle
one.
Getty.
Yeah, you should
Yeah.
punch down, dude.
Yeah, just
whip that old
nice
bitch's
punt
ass.
to the face. She's
Yeah,
gone.
done and done.
And what was the other ones?
You got to kill one and fuck one now.
Oh, I did that wrong.
Oh, now you're having sex with the other dude. You're in trouble.
Yeah, because I can't kick B. Arthur's ass. That's the problem.
I never thought this would be as hard
I'm
as
gonna have
like.
to fuck Blanche and fuck B. Arthur. That's how it's gonna be. She's gonna fuck me. That's gonna be a whole thing.
So you're gonna kill Rue McClanahan and fuck B. Arthur?
If I could change them all, it'd be Betty White's the one I'd fuck.
Okay, you're gonna fuck Betty White. Now, which one are you gonna marry?
Mary Maud.
You're gonna marry Maud because
Yeah.
she's funny.
She's great.
Okay, and now we still need to. I think
Kill. I'm fighting or killing.
killing the oldest one.
Yeah,
Okay, and then you still need to, I think, fight one.
and then I fight Blanche.
And
She's fight dirty as shit.
I still think somehow we're messing one of these up. You know, there's all sorts of things, like there's two guardians in hell and one telling the truth and one doesn't tell the truth. You have to figure out this word problem. This is becoming.
It's better if I negate.
We need a
stuff.
checklist.
I'll negate stuff. So I can't beat up Maud,
Okay.
who
Yeah.
is what's her name again? B. Arthur.
B. Arthur.
I
So you're
can't-
not going to fight her or kill
B.
her.
Arthur could kick my ass
Okay. So yeah.
because she just seems like a chick they just kick my ass.
So you're marrying or sexing her. Which one? B. Arthur. You're going to marry
I'm
her.
marrying her.
Okay, you're going to marry B. Arthur because she's funny. Okay, that's done.
Yeah.
Now, the little short one, Estelle Getty, you want to fight her or
Fight
kill her?
her.
I'm
Fight
just going to fight the little one. Okay, now we're getting close. Now we're going to have sex with Betty White and we're going to kill
Yeah.
Betty or Rue McClanahan.
No, we're gonna kill Rube.
We're going to kill Rue
Fuck Betty.
and we're going to have sex with Betty White.
Yeah.
There we go.
That sounds good.
Damn. That's
I can accept
hard as
that.
Shit.
All right.
That's difficult.
Now let's do facts of our life. Oh no, we ain't gonna do that.
Oh, you're doing the facts of life people?
Oh, no, I was gonna say all right. Now let's do
Okay.
the facts of our life.
Girls.
I'm just thinking of all the ones that have just all chicks in the
Oh,
cast.
yes.
That's the first one I could think of.
Do you want to talk about any of these? Do you want to do
No.
anything with any of these people?
I got stuck on facts of life.
She's gonna be,
Oh.
she's gonna be talking about Joe.
Oh, I was going to say. Yeah. You like Joe the best?
I like
You do?
Maybe. Maybe.
I liked
Tootie.
Tootie, but I liked what's the Cindy? No, not Cindy.
Chubby girl.
That one. I can't think
Nobody
of
remembers her name.
it. Yeah. Mindy Cohn is her real name.
Yeah, the real one. Yeah.
But as a kid, no, who I really liked was Blair. I thought she was cute.
Blair. Yeah.
Blair. Yeah. But you
I'd
like
fight
Joe?
her.
You like Joe? Just you, Joe, Kristen McNichol on the back of a bike.
A dirt
We
bike.
could have coffee together. I
dirt
think
bike.
that's what we could do. We could all have coffee together.
Yeah. After the show, come up for a cup of coffee after going to the Lilith Fair. One thing leads to another.
Next question.
Okay. Let's see. When it comes to me, I would. I really don't want to kill any of them. Really.
Oh.
That's not what it
I'm like,
says. You
I guess
gotta.
I'll kill Estelle Getty. Sucks.
Stop her. She'll shoot.
I'll get in a fight with
You could take me, Arthur.
but you know what? I want to get in a fight with Betty White, and I want to have
She would
sex
kick
with
your
Rue
ass.
McClanahan, and I want to marry B. Arthur too. Cause I gotta live with that, and I want her to tell funny jokes and stuff. I don't care if she's mannish. The jokes would be worth it. Do you have a new one that was a pronounceable one? There we go.
Yeah, that's the one.
Whoa,
Is she-
Karen, turn it up.
Do you want me to do this one or the other one?
Go ahead. But she has a new one too.
How am I supposed to move cottage cheese?
Hey, that's a little bit your chicken problem.
Yeah.
Again, this is for Nosh, the game where you would bring your own food and snacks and move it around the board, which is now a game you can buy by Calla Norman from Indiana.
Have you driven a Ford lately?
Have you driven a Ford lately?
No.
Okay. I have.
Me too.
Yeah, for 2 years with no heat. It's awesome. That's how I write good jokes. Was your card the 9 of clubs? See, 'cause it's again, she wrote them. I didn't. These suck. This is why. That's why these are the beta questions. This was different this summer. It was entertaining. Here's one for you.
It's because we were warmer.
Yeah. What question for Nosh as we move our pieces around and get to know each other? What you got over there?
Who are you? Who? Who? Who?
Who are you? Who? That's from the Who. James?
Have I played this game long enough to be able to go home and change into comfy clothes and do something I really want to do?
There we go. That's fitting.
That'll be 10:45. That's about the time I roll into the house. Put on the housewear. I'm basically like Mr. Rogers. I go in, put on different shoes, sweatpants, and then that's the day.
It's such a good feeling to know you're alive. It's such a happy feeling.
Deep
Food-
inside, when you wake up.
Ready to sing.
I think I'll make a snappy
Snappy
today.
today.
Okay, that's enough Fred Rogers. We're trying to be unwholesome. Food game.
The
How-
mailman taught him how to ride a bike. Keep going.
How is it, although nobody brought any, that all these pieces smell like fish?
Ugh.
Food game. Do you have any more cards?
Was it charcuterie in like the Mediterranean?
Just say it. It's pretty gross.
Somebody brought sushi as their game piece.
Somebody could.
Have you washed your hands today?
Like
That
20,000
is a great
times.
question
Too
for this
much,
game.
probably for normal people.
Have you washed your hands today?
OCD. I washed my hands probably too much.
James has a question. I have a question. And then the food game fun is over, if you can believe it.
Ooh, he misspelled it twice, but still managed to misspell it. Advance token to the nearest railroad. Pay the owner twice the rental which it is due, or he and she is entitled. If the railroad is unowned, you may buy it from the bank. That's B&O. I'd usually go B&O first. It's on the
Yeah.
good side of the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I think she thought that was funny because it's a Monopoly
It's a
card.
Monopoly game.
Callie's got, I think the questions are different in the real game. Oh, this is a great one. This is a very important one. This is the last one. A great one to end on. Have you thought about term life insurance from Colonial Penn? Those are the jokes. Thanks, Calla. Norman, terrible joke writer. These are sucky questions. People are so confused. Man, that Monday show was fucking off. What was wrong with those guys? Please don't ever do things you did when you practiced. Keep them there. Okay, how about some short stories, some news stories? This will get us
Ready.
back on track. All right? You
Sometimes
ready?
your best hits are in the batting cage, Will.
There we go. There we go. So February 7th, this is from the UPI. Not the UTI.
What is UPI?
The Universal Story people. This is kind of like, UPI is kind of like the Associated Press.
Okay.
Just like news from all over. Travelers on a Nevada highway hit an unusual traffic hiccup when an overturned truck covered the roadway in cans and bottles of Dr. Pepper and 7-Up. The truck ended up on its side, spilling crates loaded with cans of bottles of Dr. Pepper and 7-Up into the roadway, which is pretty much what I said in the first sentence. No injuries were reported from the truck crash or the ensuing soda spill. It was soda bad. NHP said traffic in both directions was reduced to one lane due to multiple minor crashes in the area. So you ever driven through gnarly crap on the interstate? You ever been behind one of those babies?
No, but I've
Have you been part of a spill? I mean, have you ever spilled a lot of stuff in a roadway? See where I can go with
That
these.
would
All
have
these
been-
have you done anything with a placenta ever?
no.
Nope. Okay, none for you. This skate's going great. James, you ever been on the roadway and encountered some crazy shit on the road?
Well, a bunch, but I got 2 good ones.
Excellent.
2 good ones.
There we go.
So
Save us.
I don't know if in a previous episode I said anything about the log truck. Have I ever said anything about the log truck?
When you saved your mom and you from being
We all
crushed
had
by
to back
logs.
up real fast. I remember.
Yes.
Okay, we said that when that was a recorded episode, right?
That is true.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, you
so
did that. You saved you and your mom.
Go back in the
Yes.
analog or what the past logs and find that shit. But we watched a log truck roll over in the intersection over in Lafayette. It was crazy.
Yes.
So
Saved your mom.
Different time. Me and my buddy are heading. We're going over Lafayette. Nice, beautiful summer day. It's always trips to Lafayette, basically.
Yes.
So go down 28, get up on 52, start heading north on 52. The first county road is going to take you to like Fickle, right?
Yes.
Well, we're
Huge
not
city.
all the way up to that road yet, and a semi is pulling out. And it just came from the field right there, full of corn, whatever. Pulls out, and as it pulls out, I start seeing stuff trickling off the back of it. So I already start slowing down. I'm like already preemptive, like, because he's going slow, and it's a heavy-ass load, whatever. I go, man, there's too much stuff coming out of the back of that. And no sooner than I get even that out of my mouth, this thing opens up, and all of what's in the back of this trailer comes out of it in like a 2-second span. It looked like slow motion. Everything went from highway and highway to
Corn.
yellow
Corn.
all across it for like 30, 40 yards and 30 yards across. It went almost over, and it didn't quite make it up the hill to the other side of the road on 52. But this whole entire side of 52 going northbound had a foot of it going 40, 50 yards.
Whoa, then.
So I pull right into that road that they just pulled out.
You were driving.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, oh, shit. Pulled right into that because right after that road's where it started. It was only about 20, 30 yards up the road, and it was out.
Yeah.
So I go in, turn around, come back, and just sit and watch to see what's going to fucking happen. So as we're sitting there, this first car comes through, starts to see it, slows down a little bit. And everybody can go 60 there.
Yeah.
They're usually going about 70, 75.
Sure.
First car comes, hits it, kind of half-assed fishtails, goes through it. Next one comes through, it's a bigger truck, slows down enough to realize what's going on. Really, if you just let off your gas, you can coast through it. It's like being on ice.
Yeah,
There's
sure.
no friction, traction, or anything. So, third vehicle, we start to see the ones behind this vehicle see what's going on, right? But there's one guy who just didn't give 2 fucks, and he's going like 80, and he's driving like a 78 Mercury Marquis giant fucking station wagon, like the big, like how big my Cougar is.
Yeah.
It was like a station wagon version of that much bigger.
This is huge.
And it's going
80 mile an hour moving station
and
wagon.
as soon as it hits the first patch of it, that whole entire thing goes like this, and it's just all, and it's almost down in the middle of the ditch. It goes almost over here, but there's no way for him to slow down.
Yeah.
There's no way for him to stop. He just has
Hard
to
to brake
fucking-
on the corn.
He just has to figure it out. So everybody behind him was already stopped, and they're basically watching too.
Yes.
And he's just boom, 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 maintains almost 90% of his speed, and all of a sudden, and just fucking drives off like it never even fucking happened.
Built to last, man.
Saved it.
Front wheel drive,
It
built
was
to
like
last.
it was like a 5,000-pound station wagon with a 400 in it, and
Right
just
through it.
went right through it. Like, but you know, so as soon as you looked over, it looked like you had like a kaleidoscope and made a bunch of little crazy patterns and shit
Yeah,
from him going all like this. And by the time we got, I know all the country roads to get out or to head where we were heading.
Sure.
By the time we came back, they were just like, they had the whole road shut down. It
Yeah.
was a whole thing to try to get all of that up off the ground.
I've never seen a whole grain truck lose all its grain
It's-
all at once.
It literally looked like
haven't.
for a half a second, that was all you could see up
Did
to
you
the
think
horizon.
you were in
line from it.
Oz?
Yeah, that's what it looked. Yeah, yellow brick road like that.
Well, I'm glad that you pulled over to watch the others struggle through it.
I wasn't going to be pulling out and being, "Hey, everybody, stop!" That's not.
No, God, don't get in the way. It'll hit you.
That's when you die.
Yes, you did the right
Because
thing.
guy in the station wagon going 80 would have killed me.
Is not. It would have killed you if you
Yeah.
parked there. Did you get an idea?
So it's not that good though. But we were. I mean, he's so good. I mean, seriously.
Well, it'll fit right in. Go ahead.
Well, now I'm just gonna roll with it.
What's
We're
your story?
traveling from somewhere heading home. I don't know where we were.
This is very descriptive. I love it.
There's this work van in front of us, and he's got a ladder on the top.
Uh-huh.
And you can see the ladders just waving, and eventually it falls off the truck or off the van. And so we hang back enough, and the dude keeps going. He doesn't stop. So we
Oh,
pick
yeah.
up the ladder, and it's one of our ladders.
Thanks.
Got a free ladder.
No wonder you didn't want to be very specific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't want to describe the whole truck. Some guy's like, "It's my fucking ladder."
Yeah. It's got
But
some.
I mean, that thing fell on the ground, dude. You'd have to know it fell.
Is there something on the side? Property of?
No.
No. Okay, yeah.
I scratched that off.
This probably up there at radio full blast, didn't hear the shit fall off, or they were stoned. They didn't
Yeah.
care.
So you got an extra ladder,
So we got an extra.
And
it's
you
a
didn't-
really nice one
and it didn't
too.
fall into your car, which is good. You're paying attention.
No, yeah.
Fantastic. I suppose mine. I don't know if I've told it before, but I delivered paint for Sherwin-Williams, and I stacked the 5-gallon buckets up in this van. And one of the buckets was higher. There were windows in the side. I went around the corner at the corner of the intersection of US 26 and Highway 52, which is a big,
Yeah.
important intersection in Lafayette, Indiana. And when I did it, the paint moved, and a 5-gallon bucket of white paint shot out the side window and spilled into the middle of the intersection
Oh
of
my
52 and 26.
That's hilarious.
And so at the time I pull over, there's this old lot. They turned it into like a CVS or something, but it's just this old lot. I pulled over there looking. I went out and got like the bucket, and I'm standing there, and there's
like-
no cell phones yet. Okay.
You're gonna scoop it back in.
Well, no, I got the bucket at least, and I mean it's a nightmare. Okay, it is a nightmare, and so I get it, and as I'm getting ready to go back and move, then comes the cars, and up comes somebody in like a Beamer. I just had this fucking thing washed. Where do you work? When I'm like, you can follow me. We're gonna go to Sherwin-Williams over here. And so I drove back with 2 or 3 people in tow. Go back. I'm like, hey, I spilled all this paint here. I think I'm probably done, but these guys want to talk to you about their cars. Dude, it was horrible.
Oh, that's like.
Yes.
Can you imagine all those like tire
Dude,
marks?
that's what they were doing. They was driving through it,
Yeah,
and it was just getting
driving
on
right through it.
everyone's
Everything.
car.
Yeah.
I wanted to just run away and just run, but I had to drive back there to get into my vehicle to
I
run
think
away.
house paint will come off pretty easy.
It was doable. It's
Yeah.
latex. It was not a
Yeah.
problem. Okay. But yeah, big fun. But I've never driven through Dr. Pepper 7-Up, and I really don't have a good soda joke for that.
Yeah, I was trying to think of like some comparison soda that has like a slippery name, but you can't really think of any of those.
I tried.
sludge.
Slurm.
Tried, but I tried. Okay, so now here's from you like these. So another Guinness Book of World Records.
Oh yeah.
So we've done the Guinness Book of World Record of like a month ago about the woman who grew the longest arm hair ever.
Individual arm hair.
And she's working on making it longer than a man's arm hair, because there's a guy that has that, because that's a thing. We also talked about another world record, didn't we?
I believe so.
This guy doing the ollies on the skateboard. The
Oh, yeah.
board. Okay.
Yeah.
So in the vein of that, this is from February 6th, again from the UPI, www.upi. An Oklahoma woman earned a Guinness World Record for her collection of memorabilia related to the Avatar: The Last Airbender franchise. Okay. Jessica Carey of Owasso was named the record holder after her collection of items related to the Nickelodeon animated series and sequel series The Legend of Korra was officially tallied at 2,026 items.
Wow.
Sweet. Now what's that?
Yeah. I mean, I have you heard of The Last Airbender?
It's the cartoon thing, right? It's got
Yeah.
a arrow
It's like
on his head or
a
something.
bald monk looking kid.
It's got like a monk.
It's like anime shit, right?
Yeah, it's kind of related to anime stuff.
I'm out.
But the thing is, I didn't know that. So is every show then possible for a world record? I mean, every little thing?
Like if you're collecting stuff.
That's what, yeah, but this is specifically for this one. So I thought maybe they did them
Oh,
in
that's
things of
weird.
like, you're a memorabilia collector. So therefore you like Star Wars and you have 750,000 things.
Yeah.
But if you can get a record for collecting for any fucking film or TV show or cartoon, that is worthless. I was saying the Jessica Carey, the lonely
Is there one for like most CDs bought from Columbia House? Because I'd be on there.
back in the old days,
I'd
one
be on
penny,
there.
6 CDs.
That's right.
But just this one, it just surprised me. This is where Guinness is.
Yeah.
I
That's
thought it
so
used to be
sad.
like, I only paid ever attention to Guinness when it was athletic achievements. I never paid attention to any of the other stuff.
I don't think buying things should be a fucking thing at all.
Yeah. How much debt is
Collection
she in?
shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah. How much debt is she in?
You just bought it, and again, you bought it for this show. I just thought, man, Jessica Carey,
Congratulations.
yeah,
Congratulations.
maybe in the same things of, bring a placenta to school. I don't think this person's it. The dateless woman said she doesn't understand how no one calls her ever with her 2026 Legend of Korra avatar toys around her room.
She said she finally got rid of the pound puppies and decided to.
And she's a pretty girl. It's from like Arizona. She's a pretty girl and everything, but
Some of the pretty ones are weird, Bill.
God, that's a Guinness Book of World Records. Okay.
Being pretty and weird? Probably.
We got a few more minutes here. We'll stop with this one. This is fun. So you into the video games? We've done the video game things. This one was good when Ryan was here. Ryan Hunter. This is a dedicated gamer from Hungary played World of Warcraft. I'm sure you know what World of Warcraft is.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Sure.
Okay. For a consecutive.
It's a fantasy RPG. MMO RPG.
Okay, thank you.
It's what your sons are playing.
That's probably what he's doing.
Right.
So-
I'm pretty sure my son's at home doing the same thing right now. So yeah.
Oh,
World of
like
Warcraft, very
whack-a-mole.
famous. This person played for consecutively 59 hours.
Don't
and
give my kids any
and
ideas.
20 minutes, breaking 2 world records at the time. So his name is Barnabas Vujitsky Zelensky. I'm saying it wrong. We'll just call him Barnabas.
We call him Barney.
We call him Mr.
Ooh.
B. I call him B because I know him. He's a professional chef from Budapest. Bested the previous record from the longest video game marathon playing an MMORPG, which, as you know, is a massively multiplayer online role-playing game. He beat the last record. His was 59 hours, 20 minutes. He beat the last record by 23 hours and 31 minutes. So he like obliterated
So somebody only played a day and then he beat.
exactly. Somebody just wasn't trying very hard. Okay. He also
Loser.
he was awarded that for the length, for how long it was. He was also awarded the record for the longest video game marathon playing World of Warcraft.
Did they fund his cocaine?
Well, here's the thing. The gamer, whose attempt was streamed live from the studio of gaming website esport1. That's .hungry. Was allowed 5-minute breaks each hour to sleep, nap, or use the bathroom. And I didn't print it off in here, but it said he just drank water. So yeah, he didn't even like drink
Nah.
sodas to get jacked up. He wasn't drinking coffee. He was on water.
He's
He
on
wasn't smoking.
Fedra or something. You know, he had to be
Yeah,
on some shit.
he snorted something. But here's the deal. This is where I this is a weird part to me.
Trucker pills.
So he said he does not intend to lose this title. And this is a quote. I love the game and I will retake the record if it's beaten. This is mine for life and I want everyone to know that, said the unmarried man with no kids.
New goal. We need to get Bill to buy World of Warcraft and play it for 60 hours.
Yes, but he'll just take it back, he said. But I don't believe him. I don't know that I could play it for 60 hours.
No.
I don't have to do shit for 60 hours. That's a lot of time. But I would definitely be on things. I'm not
If they let
drinking
me,
water.
if my body would let me sleep that long, I would do that. But that's about the only thing.
So my thing is just that he did it. He definitely, I mean, again, totally by far is the world record holder. But I don't think you should ever say, I'm holding this forever. Don't you even try to take it. And that's just poking people.
I'd just be like, hey, man, we get it. You smell like assholes.
Yeah. And I hate to tell Johnny straight edge because somebody is going to just, they're going to just tweakify themselves and be up and make this 6 times as long,
Yeah.
you know.
You ever seen a buddy on 4 days of a meth bender?
That's what I'm saying. You know, and and they go to work and do regular stuff, you know.
And
Dude,
I bet
they're
he'll have more
panicking.
achievements in your ass, too.
So I just think when you break this, you should be humble and not say, no one's going to break this shit. I'm taking it forever.
Yeah.
Again, young guy, I don't think probably married.
But Bill,
or has
he's
kids.
probably like a level 130 mage, so you might.
I need to
Yeah,
check
yeah,
myself.
yeah.
I need to check myself.
Don't be talking up like
Being just a first level shape
a fucking
changer.
noob.
Yeah.
Nude.
First level joke writer.
Novice.
It shows. Novice. Well, that's all the fun we have today.
Fantastic.
That's the show.
It's,
Good.
it's like it's the first time we finished like dead on time.
Pretty darn close, you know.
Yeah.
We're pretty close. It's supposed to be an hour. Sometimes go a little over and that whole thing. But just a reminder, we'll be back Wednesday. Join us. Also, follow us on YouTube, on Rumble, on X, and you can even go to the Facebook page today. The video will be up, the famous video that just may lose our sponsorship. You can be part of the fun. Join us. Soon we'll be asking you for money. What is
Don't
it?
forget the,
GoFundMe, those type of things.
Don't forget the giveaway.
And the giveaway, when you do that, you're into the giveaway. And the last day of February, that we have a show. Well, I mean, in February, I think. We'll be giving away that $100 gift card and you can buy lots of fry pies with.
Yeah.
It'll be the 28th we give it away because the 29th is the last day of February.
Is it leap year?
It is.
Oh, really? The extra
Happy
day.
birthday to those
The
that
leap
are
people.
leapers.
Yeah. Once every
Beth
4 years.
Keel.
Quantum leap.
There we go. So we'll be talking more about leap birthdays as we get closer to the. That is fun to talk about because that is an interesting thing that people are born on that day.
Because if they're like 20, they're like 5 or something.
Yeah, you have like a birthday like every 4 years or something like that. Very good. So again, if you want to win something, just follow us and then check it out today. We'll have the video up. That should be exciting. And we'll be back Wednesday. We want to thank Wilson Farm Market for all the sponsorship. They bought all this and they helped write all this. No. But we'll be back Wednesday. Once again, thank you for tuning in. Treat other people how you want to be treated. Lighten the hell up a little bit and go make somebody laugh today.